Welcome to the Voice of Boyce. We're going to have more of a look at dyslexia today. I so enjoyed the last Zoom session of the year that I did last week with teachers and teacher aides, exploring dyslexia and looking at experiencing a little bit about what dyslexia is and how it makes you feel and what some of the things are that impact on students' lives in classrooms. Those teachers were so passionate. They really want to help the children in their classes. And the way that they had linked with parents and other educators in the school and other specialists within their communities was exciting for me. I really felt that there was true energy and real dedication to wanting to make a difference and wanting to explore how we could better create solutions for those children with dyslexia and their parents and families who all wanted it to work for their family member, friends, etc. Some of the teachers, when they actually tried the mirror experience that I do within my workshops, was so revealing and so worthwhile when they shared the frustration, when they shared the feelings that they had with, I guess, wanting to get something right, seeing that the other people in their group were able to do it and they weren't able to do it. Responses such as, we wanted to run away, we didn't want to be there, we felt like we were no good, we just wanted to give up, and we certainly didn't want to stay in that classroom. That's the way that kids with dyslexia often feel in a classroom every day, and we wonder why they don't want to go to school, or they feel physically sick when they see the letters move and shimmer. That is what is happening. That is the reality, and that needs to be, I guess, acknowledged, and then we need to find some solutions to actually make it work better. There's no quick fix, but there are ways that we can actually look at the individual, what they need. We need to look at their gifts. We need to look at the actual process of learning. We need to understand that everybody has a different way of enjoying learning and learns best. Looking at multiple intelligences, knowing that some people love to, I guess, work very creatively. Some people are very good with music and art. Some people are very good with numbers and the sciences. Some people really like to use their bodies a lot. By doing this, by acknowledging this, and by actually creating an environment that values this, we can use those students within our classroom's gifts to help everybody. That's what an inclusive classroom is. It includes everybody. Those kids that are struggling there, they go home and they take it out on their parents. They often feel angry. They don't feel good about themselves. They don't want to do their homework because it doesn't go right sometimes. The letters don't work for them. The numbers don't work for them. It's not just about letters being backwards or forwards or not remembering a number. Sometimes people use that as their definition of what dyslexia is. It's more complex than that. And I guess as an educator, I really want to ensure that parents have that support and we don't devalue that child with dyslexia who learns in a different way. In the past, nobody wanted to admit they couldn't read or write. We need to encourage people, parents, other educators, to share their frustrations, their way of looking at life. Nobody knows what another person sees. Nobody knows how another person reads. And I think we need to talk more about this. I remember once when I actually worked with a reading recovery group, and one of the little girls that I was working with in year one actually said to me, am I meant to be looking at the black bits or the white bits on the paper? I just looked at her and I said, the black bits, that's actually the letters, that's the sounds, that's how we actually read. We look at those and we put those sounds together and we read the words. She just looked at me and said, they're like little ants for me, they're all running around. Oh my goodness. I think I had an understanding in a very small way of that frustration, of that movement, of that change, where she couldn't focus on a word enough to actually phonetically spell that out and sound out those letters. How did we start? What did we do? And I guess that was one of the things that really impacted so strongly on me to make me want to explore more about that hidden area of what was happening in the brain, how it was processing, and what could be done. And my exploration of what dyslexia was began probably from that moment. I wanted to make it better. There was lots of other things that impacted it as well. And as a teacher who worked in the area of literacies, and as a person who was absolutely passionate about hidden disability, I wanted to look across all those things and how they work together. And I guess that's how I have become very passionate about this area. That's why my PhD is this area. That's why I want to help to create solutions, link with parents who are working so hard to make things happen for their child. We need to, as a community, talk about, value, explore, create solutions, and really, really work on pathways of change to help people with dyslexia, to share the stories, and to really create change in our communities. I hope we can do this more, and I hope that as individuals you can really link with, support, and value those family members, little kids to adults, that sometimes are struggling but are still doing amazing things. They are so smart, and sometimes the frustration is that knowledge that they have already happening, they want to be able to share, they want to be able to link with you, and we need to ensure that this happens. It's not going to happen quickly, but we need to think about ways we can make it better, and also learn from that child what actually works. They are our gift often, and we need to really ensure that the link between them and us is valued. Have fun, enjoy life, explore what works, and if it doesn't work, let go of it. And if you think it might be a solution, give it a go. I think I never give up on any idea. If it's worked for someone, I'll share it. I do believe in research-based and evidence-based research. It's like you look at one, you link it to the other. The reality is, we want to make sure that we create change. Let's work together to ensure this happens. Thanks, guys. See you next time.